Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the month of June 2016. This month I'm doing things a little bit differently, making these readings a little bit longer, test it out. So let me know what you think. And basically, I just split the cards up into different sections. And your first section is the main focus for this month, which you start off with the Five of Clubs. So very intuitive month for you. Definitely a card of thinking, thinking things through, coming up with new things, learning new things. Actually, learning would be, even just looking at all the cards together, I think learning something new would be very beneficial for you, which has been, I would say that's been a long-term message for you, Capricorn. I think that's come up several times in the past, is, learning something new. This is a card of not being exactly happy with where you are, so it kind of motivates you to get going and get new things started. It's also a card of maybe needing to take a vacation or needing to take part in like one of your hobbies or something like that. So like needing to take a break to go fishing or whatever it is that you do every single day, or whatever it is that you do for fun that you wish you could do every single day is what you should do under this card. And you can gain a lot of clarity and kind of like overcome a lot of obstacles by doing that. And by separating and thinking about only whatever it is that you're doing. So definitely do that. Next, you have the six of spades. Definitely a lot of fate for you this month as well. Probably a lot of fated events. You have two sixes, so there's definitely a lot of karmic type energy around you this month, and probably maybe like a lot of things falling into place and being forced to happen, or just things just happening out of the blue and things like that. So that should be rather exciting. This card represents incremental improvements. It represents things improving, so I would say that these changes could be rather positive for you, and could just move you in the right direction. It is also a card of incremental improvement. So it is a card of like moving forward slowly. So maybe at the very least you can see how things are kind of improving in your life, which is very nice. And next you have the Seven of Clubs, kind of like that Five of Clubs, maybe realizing that you're not exactly where you want to be and having that be a motivating factor for you to kind of get you moving forward. This is a card like some card reading systems call this like jail or the prisoner or something like that, and it does represent feeling trapped, not being able to move forward, thinking about how you can't move forward, and thinking about all of those things. So a lot of you could be feeling very trapped where you are, and again, I would say to me it feels more motivating. So I would say that it's like actually not a negative thing. I would say it's positive because it's like going to get you to move forward and get a lot of things done. So that's very exciting for you. Next in love, you have the Lover's card coming up first, which is very nice. Very good card for love. And hold on. Sorry about that. I don't know if anybody could hear that, but my phone was ringing through my computer, which is definitely a problem. But the Lover's card is a card of needing to make a choice, having choices in love, needing to make new choices and things like that as well in relationships. It's a good card, but again, it does represent choices and having choices. I would say for a lot of you also, don't allow past relationships to affect you. You have this Two of Spades, which can be a breakup card, but I'd say if you are in a relationship and there's a breakup coming, I would say that you already like know that it's coming, so it won't be a surprise to you. But really, this is a card of maybe like past relationships affecting you in relationships today. So a lot of you could be thinking about like past relationships and having that make decisions for new relationships and things. So it's kind of like a card that does say you need to like move that stuff to the past. If you're not in a relationship, if you are in a relationship, I'm sorry, this is a card to be of being super diplomatic and not starting arguments. So it'd be a good month for you if you are in a relationship to avoid arguments at all costs in a lot of ways. And then finally in love, you have the Queen of Clubs, which is about being very intuitive and kind of like allowing your intuition to guide you this month in relationships. So that's definitely what I would do if I were you. Just kind of go based off your intuition, go based off of what you feel, even as far as like reading people, if you're meeting new people and things like that. Like trust your gut. If you feel like somebody could be fun and maybe you want to get to know them, it might be like a good clue for you to start a relationship. This card can also represent a wife coming to you, giving you advice. So if you're married, if you're male or female actually, and you have a wife, then listen to your wife this month as well, because this card again specifically can be a card of needing to listen to your wife. So again, if you have a wife, listen to her this month. She might have some good advice. It can also be a card, also I will add this, that it can be a card where maybe we're feeling like a little bit moody, so maybe this month you might want to watch your mood as well. Just a side note. Next, for finance, work, business, and anything having to do with money and things, you start off with the Two of Clubs, which is a really good card. It is a card of, talking to yourself in a lot of ways. I know that sounds weird, but it is a card of like having conversations with yourself and needing to figure out what you want to do and where you want to go financially. So a lot of you could be focusing on yourself and improving yourself. Like I said, that came up in your main focus there. It was like very much about like focusing on yourself and figuring out how to better yourself and see increases and things like that. So learning comes up under this card and things like that. It's also a great card for business. So any of you involved in business, this is a good card for business coming in and things, but it is a card of needing to be patient. I always say when the Two of Clubs comes up in business, it's usually like one of those things where you're like earning more money, and so you're seeing more money come in, and maybe you get a little bit lazy, so this is a card of needing to keep the momentum going. So if you're finding yourself getting a little bit lazy in business because things are good, then definitely like pick it up and keep it going, keep that momentum going, because if you get lazy, then your business is going to fall off. Next, you have the Two of Diamonds. Really great card for business and finance and all those good things. It's you matching up perfectly with something financial. So it could be you matching up with like an investment. It could be you matching up with like the perfect job, something that makes you really happy. It could also be a person. Like it could be you matching up with like a financial advisor, or even somebody just coming to you offering you really good financial advice under this card. It is a card of like good luck in finances as well, and it can even represent earning like a bunch of money at once, kind of like a windfall type situation. It would be something you've been working for. So I'd say if you've been working really hard towards something, and you could see some sort of like windfall at work or in investing or one of those areas, but you definitely have to keep going. And it is like I said, even if you have like somebody coming in who could potentially want to be like a business partner or something with you this month, it would be a good idea to listen to that person. This can represent somebody who comes in who's really good for you. And finally, here in finance, you have the Six of Clubs. Represents success and good things coming to you, good money coming as well. It's a card of intuition, so definitely, I mean, you have so many intuitive cards. Definitely trust your intuition this month. It'll help you out, obviously, in finances. But this is also a card of success and more success coming to you. It is a card of business partnership. So a lot of you could be looking at getting into a business partnership or even a job partnership or something like that to help you out. And it is a card of learning as well. So learning comes up many, many times in your reading here. So definitely learning new things, learning new skills, learning how to increase your finances, make your finances better will be very beneficial for you this month. Next, for spirituality and your emotions and anything having to do with that, you have the Jack of Diamonds coming up first. So this can represent needing to have more fun and working too hard. So again, needing to balance work and fun. And I would say you probably need to have a lot more fun this month, because spiritually, when we have fun, it's very positive for us. So we need to have be having fun to kind of like be better spiritually. So make sure you're having lots of fun this month and doing fun things. Next, you have the Ten of Spades, which is a card of transformation. It's a very spiritual card. It is a card of worrying, but when it comes up in like a spiritual section like this, it can mostly be you just like looking back at how you dealt with a lot of difficulties and how it made you grow and how it made you better. And you could just be thinking about those things again with this card. And you could be looking at how you've transformed and how you've become, so much more than you've probably ever thought you could be. So really good card there. And then next you have the Three of Diamonds. So maybe some of you are struggling with spirituality and with the difference between like money and spirituality. Maybe some of you over the past several years have come to that conclusion. Like some people think that money is evil. Some people think it's important. Some people realize that it's only energy. And, maybe a lot of you could be thinking about the connection between spirituality and money. This is a card that comes up when you could be more giving as well. You could be thinking about how to give more and help more and all those other good things. And then finally, I just ask the cards if there's anything else that you need to know, and you have the Eight of Hearts. Definitely, there's this overarching kind of energy of needing to have fun, like I said on the Jack of Diamonds. The Eight of Hearts is about socializing, being more social, and making sure to put time aside. to be social and to meet up with friends and have a good time. So a lot of you could be doing that. Any opportunity you have to socialize this month, I would say do it. This is a card of benefit too. It's a card of earning something because of this, of a social situation. So you could gather some really important piece of information, good piece of business advice, anything, just because you socialize. It's a great card for networking as well. And it's also a good card for just luck in general and having good luck this month. So looks like a really nice month for you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy your June.